Get down low, get down low! You've got a team! Get down low! Well done, Ali! Well done!
Second effort!
Well done, Robin!
Steal the ball!
Go again, go again! Well done, Ali!
Go team, go!
Team!
Go team! Legs!
Up we go now!
Again! Again!
Come on, Amos!
Let's go, let's push it! Push it! Well done!
Let's go, girls!
And again, Raya! Keep going,
Come
Raya!
Raya!
Well
Yes! Steal the ball! Keep going, defense!
Get down low, team!
Good!
Well done! Well done!
Great defense, Roosters! Keep it up! Great
KT
defense!
wants off, KT wants off.
Hello. Let's go, let's go!
Bắt! Có phép bách là mày! Phép bách là mày! Cái ra cái nào mày vậy?
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Cái cũng quật rồi.
There we go. So that one. Yeah. Move on! Yeah, just put that in the pocket or something like that. You're on now, yeah.
Be ready for that ball, yeah?
Hold on, not yet.
Who's there? Who wants it? Let's go, come on!
Go on, Tay!
Come on,
Well done, Tay!
Secure the ball, let's go! Good!
In the maroon and white, and the Burning Emus in the navy and red.
One more!
Looks like we have one try scored already. Not quite sure who that was, but I'll just check. Yes, that's one try to Bernie. Bernie a one try up, one unconverted try, 5-0. And we now have a scrum, the feed to Easts. This is 4 plays 5 on the ladder for this year.
Let's go, big shot across there!
Feed from Easts, who've managed to retain possession. Oh, great pop off there. Going for a run to see if the Fernie girl can catch her. She's a little unsupported there, but she might. Oh, and she grounded it. Awesome play by the East girls. Fantastic. Easts have improved so much this year. Yet to win a game this season, so the time to step up is the finals. Do you want a chair? That's all right, I'll pace. Thank you. Great solo run there by Easts, and they'll now take the kick to see if they can go 2 points up on the Burning Emus. Oh, she's a long way out kicking.
Hey, Jonesy!
I'm assuming to get the angle. And that's unconverted. So scores a level here in the first half of the first game. Eastern Suburbs Roosters against the Burnie Emus. And in sevens, the scoring team takes the kick off to restart play. So we'll see the kick being taken by Eastern Suburbs.
Keep up that effort.
which in women's sevens needs to be a drop kick, as you see, and it needs to go at least 10 metres, which that one didn't. So it will now be a scrum with the feed in to the Burnie Emus. There are a few rules that are a little different in sevens as opposed to 15s. Obviously the number of players and the length of the halves, 7-minute halves.
He called it before she touched it, I think. He called it before she touched it. We were saying the same.
A little bit of discontent here about the ruling, but it is what it is. Oh, and Eastland managed to steal that one. Nope, been called back. Another scrum. Not quite sure what went wrong there, but it's been called back with a Burnie feed again. Feed by Burnie, tackled straight away, and out.
Go again! Go again!
Great run by one of Burnie's local Tongan players, and another one. She's going to go for a run. She's not going to get tackled there, and she'll go straight through and under the post for another try. So the aim when scoring in sevens is to get the ball as close to the post as you can, so the kicker can get a good shot on goals. Kick not being taken by Burnie's usual kicker and failed to convert. So Burnie will go up 10-5 and half time. Okay, so we're back now for the start of the second half of this first game of the women's finals, sevens. Eastern Suburbs against Burnie Emus. Emus are up 10-5. Emus have got the ball at the moment in the red and navy. East in the maroon and white. Oh, great run down there. They're going to take her down, short of the line, pop off. Up and a knock on, and there'll be a scrum with an East's feed here. Nope, not a scrum. We're taking it as a penalty. Penalty to Burnie. And Burnie are over the line for a try.
Come on, move! Come on, run! Let's go!
Shout out to the refs here today. We're really grateful to have a centre ref and 2 line judges. Failed conversion there for Burnie. And these 3 will rotate around during the course of the day. It's just as hard on them playing sevens as it is for the players, and they'll end up doing a lot more running than most of the players will today. So they'll rotate around and take turns in the different positions. So it puts Burnie up to 15 to East's 5, and Burnie will now take the kick to start play again. Well taken by young East's player. Pop off, push through. Great work there by East. Out to Robin, one of the stalwarts of the East's team. Taking the run, they've retained possession. That's the most important thing. Retain possession, keep moving forward, keep the ball going backwards. Still in possession, Easts. Slowly moving forwards. Okay. No, penalty to East. Robin has the ball again. And they've lost possession, unfortunately. Now a penalty to Bernie. So the East girls need to get back 10 metres. Now, that's the penalty. And they will try and steal the ball back. Bernie captain Claire Whiteway with the ball. Another penalty, experienced player, Claire. After one of their very fast wingers. Oh, she's going to be brought down by East. Good attempt to clean out there. Great ruck. And it's been a knock on. Advantage to East. Great work here today from the East girls. Bernie are really playing well, but East are really bringing it up to them, which is fantastic to see. The improvement in this team this year has been phenomenal. Unfortunately, yet to get the win on the board, but it would be fabulous to see. Not sure that ball went backwards. No. Knocked on. Scrum with an East's feed. Scrums in sevens are 3 players. A few subs here for Bernie, playing rolling subs today.
Take the ball!
East have retained possession out of the scrum. Great tackle there from the Bernie girls. East still in possession. Hitting up. Very strong, very physical style of play, both these teams. And a penalty to Bernie. Let me go, out in the wing. Oh, great play by both teams there. Great attempt to tackle there by East, but Bernie girls just too quick for them, too strong. Let's see if we can get a conversion out of this one from Bernie. Oh, hit the bar, hit the crossbar, no conversion. Still, that puts Bernie out 20-5 as fabulous East stalwart player KT comes on. Awesome, inspirational player, has been with East for a number of years. Puts all the young girls to shame with her heart and her dedication to the game. Bernie taking the kick off again. East have retrieved that. Going for a run. Oh, she almost got through. Oh, Bernie had the steal. That looks like Claire Whiteway with the steal. Bernie captain, experienced player, And off to this very quick number 5, who I think might be one of the Tolman players playing for Bernie. Let's see how she goes with the kick this time. Excellent. Okay, first conversion for Bernie, right on full time. So that would take the score to 27-5. Bernie Emus defeating Eastern Suburbs in an awesome game from both teams. Okay, game 2 of the women's finals today. The Harlequins women's team, the Harlequins in the multicolour blue and burgundy against the Tamar Valley Vixens from Launceston in the teal and orange. This is 1v3 on the ladder. Harlequins minor premiers. The Vixens, last year's premiers, finished in 3rd place on the ladder. And Fiona Anderson from the Vixens, playing a fast run off to Misa Albert from the Quins with a score. So Misa Albert for Queens scoring there, and Beck Davies to take the kick, and the kick was wide. So the first minute of the match, Harlequins up 5-0 on the Tamar Valley Vixens. Harlequins kick taken eventually by the Vixens, and very, very fast, great tackle by the Harlequins captain, Winona Conway, but the try ultimately scored by the Vixens. To level up the scores, and we'll see if the Vixens are able to convert from here. And failed conversion for Vixens, so that takes scores to 5-all in this clash of 1v3. Tamar Valley Vixens and the Harlequins. So the Vixens, being the scoring team, will now take the kick to start play again. And that picked up by Lauren Cooper on the Vixens. Must have been very quick off the line. Rhiannon James, the Vixens with the ball. And a penalty to the Vixens. Rhiannon James decides to make a run for it. She'll be taken down by the Harlequins. Vixens retain possession. Lauren Cooper trying to crash through, ball off, down, and Vixens have retained possession again. Trying to get out to the far side, tackled down, and ball stolen by Queens, and out to Winona Conway. Georgia Sprout, taken very high by the Harlequins there, the Vixens there. Retained possession of the ball, and Fiona Anderson out to Winona Conway again, captain of the Harlequins, Georgia Sproul, out to Winona again. And she'll go for a run. She's out. So we'll have a line out, first line out of the day. No, it's been brought back for the high tackle early because the Queens lost the advantage. So we're bringing it back now to replay the high tackle. And the Queens will take possession and have another go here. The Queen's vice-captain, Finau Roberts, with the ball there. Mr. Albert, Lydia Attrell going for a run. Being backed up there, but she's going to make it through and get that ball down for a try. Well done, Lydia Attrell. Lydia is currently on placement as a paramedic and made the long trip down the Midlands Highway this morning to come back and play with her team for the finals. So we're very appreciative to have her here today, and she's obviously already made that worthwhile. And we have Beck Davies to take the kick and converted. So we're now 12-5 to the Harlequins. The winner of this game will go on to play the Burnie Emus. Scramble for the ball here. And a penalty to the Vixens. So the Harlequins back 10. The Vixens are taking it. Tackled down by Fiona Anderson. Up again, Lisa Albert. And brought down there by Finau Roberts. Oh, and it looks like we have an injury here with the Vixens. And they're going to call half time. So they'll call half time, and that will give the Vixens a chance to deal with this injury. Play here in the second half of the second game, the Women's Sevens Finals, Tasmanian Women's Sevens Finals. The Hobart Harlequins in the blue, maroon and green, and the Tamar Valley Vixens in the teal and orange. Harlequins kicking off. Harlequins are leading 12-5 at the moment. Kick did not go 10 metres, so it's a penalty to the Vixens. Taken down by the Queens, out to the Vixens, taken down again. And down again. Vixens retain possession of the ball. Dropped but went They know. High tackle by the Queens. Paid on Rhiannon James, I think. So Rhiannon will take penalty here for the Vixens. Ooh, missed tackle there. She's taken down by Winona Conway. And Vixens have lost possession, have they? No, they've managed to retain it again. And tackled by Fiona Roberts and Winona Conway, two captain and vice captain working together. Rhiannon James. Oh, we've got a yellow card for Winona Conway. I think a high tackle. So Winona will come off. This will leave the Harlequins with 6 players. Harlequins managing to stem the tide at the moment. Need to watch the wings. Taken down by Bet Davies. Brought down again. And the Vixens have scored. See now whether they can convert. There is one converted try in it at the moment. And not converted, so the Harlequins will remain 2 points up.
Call it out, Queens.
And will receive the ball.
Let's go, Queen!
1 minute until Winona Conway can rejoin the Queens. And another yellow to the Queens. So they're now down to 5 players. Great work. They're defending with reduced numbers by the Harlequins. And Winona Conway rejoining the game now. With the Vixens having scored again. And conversion successful. So that will take the Vixens to 17, to the Harlequins 12.
Can't get water on the field.
They should be penalised. You're not even allowed to give water.
Okay, so now we have Queens receiving the ball. Becca Davies taking the ball. And they pop out to Fiona Roberts, out to Misa Albert, Fiona Anderson. She's running the ball through. Protecting the ball. And out to Mesa Albert again. She's been brought down. Off to Winona Conway, who's going for a run. And Lydia Attrell is back on. Winona Conway scoring try for the Harlequins, who are now back to full complement. This will level the scores, with Queen's going 2 points up if Becca is able to convert, which she's not. So scores are now level, with the Vixens receiving. Rebecca Davies will take the kick-off. Taken by the Vixens, brought down by Mesa Albert, and the Queens have stolen the ball. Out to Fiona Anderson. She's got Georgia Sproul on the outside. She's brought down, and Fiona Anderson has retained possession of the ball. Great fend off there from Fiona Anderson. And the Queens have retained possession. Mesa Albert pushing through. Back to Georgia Sproul, who's over the line for another score. Georgia in her first year playing rugby this year for the Harlequins. Scores in the corner. She's playing along with her sister Isabella, who's sitting on the bench at the moment. Great to see these two sisters coming across from AFL to rugby union. And Rebecca not able to convert, and that is full time. Harlequins win by 1 try after some fairly trying circumstances in a very willing game. Okay, now we're back for game 3 of the women's sevens finals. Eastern Suburbs Roosters women playing the Taruna / Uni combination, affectionately dubbed Taruni. The two teams have merged halfway through the season to form one team, so we are playing in the Taruna Rugby Club colours under the name, the University Rugby colours under the name of Taruna. And the team is a mixture of University women and Taruna women. Emily Pregnall with the ball at the moment, been called back. Is that Emily? It might not be Emily actually. No, it's not. I thought the hair was the wrong colour. So we have a scrum, looks like the feed might be to Easts. This is second place plays last place on the ladder. Taruni finished second on the ladder and East finished in 5th. And those who have been playing a lot home would have seen that East have already played a game today, going down to the Burnie Emus in a really, really strong game for these East girls. Definitely most improved team of the season. So we now have a Taruni scrum, ball out. team's made up with a lot of very strong players, Aon Sevens players, a few international representatives in this Taruna team. Very, very strong team. Gave a penalty to Taruna. Out to Matilda Grant. Don't know all of these girls, but I'll name the ones I do know as we go through. And first try to Taruna. What can I do for you, Matty?
Is this live now?
No.
And it's recorded and then put on the Tas Rugby site? Because they're trying to find it on YouTube, and I think good luck with that, loves.
No, it's not being streamed.
So do we have you next after a break?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah.
It's not saying that up on the board, it just has game 1, game 2. Right? Because it's obvious that we play you, even if before the game, if we'd lost the last one. It was 4v1.
Oh, was it?
Oh no, it was winner, yeah.
Oh. And I think that was a non-converted try there. So Taruna are up 5-0. Excuse the side chatter, we're just trying to work out who's playing in the next games. Multitasking here, commentating, managing teams. And Taruna take the kick. Goes 10 metres, taken. Oh, went backwards, so it's all good. East retain possession. Taruna trying to reef the ball away from them, but they've retained the possession and they're out. Great hit up by these girls. It's a real test this game of brute strength and physicality against speed and undoubted skill. And for the moment, strength and physicality is holding its own. So great job from those East girls. They've got a real never give up attitude, these girls, and they just drive through. It's great to watch, great rugby. Love to see a few of them play 15s later in the season if we can get that happening. And we've got a penalty to East, and they're off and running. This is Robin. East stalwart with the ball. Ball's gone backwards. They've retained possession. Great work. Great camaraderie between these teams, even though they're competing. You know, women's rugby is still growing in this state, and all the girls have huge respect for each other. East have retained possession, off we go, and they've made great ground. They really have. They're doing exceptionally well. Ball went down, knock on, and scrum, feed to Uni. Sorry, I keep saying Uni because I'm looking at the colours, and I know they're Uni colours, but it is actually Taruna or Taruni. They've got the feed, they've retained possession, ball's out. Young Antonia Brancher, who's been approved to play up in women's. And her father is one of our refs today, Adam. Ref the last game, is on the far side of the line today. No doubt very proud of his young daughter. East have got possession and penalty. Penalty to East's. Taruni back.
Forward ball! Rumble!
Okay, East are getting ready now to take their penalty. They're going to crash through, and they've scored. And there's huge excitement amongst the East contingent here today. This is a do or die game for Taruni. If they don't win this game, they're actually out of the competition. So East are having a red hot crack and scores are currently level. We'll see if they're able to maybe kick and convert and go up by a couple of points. No conversion. And it's half time. So scores are level at half time, Easts and Taruna. We're back for the second half. Taruna have pulled out some of the big guns for the second half. They've put on a few of their Aeons women's players in Georgia Stewart, Georgia Sayers, Micheline, who's actually an ex-international player. Emily Pregnell joins the team too. And Robin managed to hold on to that, taken down by Georgia Stewart. And Emily Pregnell has gone over and stolen the ball here, off to Georgia Stewart. And they're unlikely to stop her at this rate. Incredibly fast running player. But they kept the pressure on, good on them.
It's swap 6. It's swap 6. Well, pretty close. You've got 6 on the bench and not allowed. On the bench, you've got 5 on the bench and then 1 over the road.
Intense.
Keep it high. I don't care about it for this game, it doesn't matter. I've already had it off the referee. That's what he. That's why I had 5 girls here, 2 guys behind.
Help her out, secure that ball! Secure the ball! Hold on, Sarah! Go with her! Go through the middle! That'll play.
And another score to Taruna, to I think Georgia Stewart again, I think.
It is.
Who did you ask?
He can, one of them told me the rule, so I had 5 on the bench. I had 2 behind, I had 14. I said, no, I had 14. I checked it off months ago.
No, but I'll, yeah.
No, he's policing. If they don't see, that's why our girls all wear bibs, right? So they make sure we only do
So we now have Taruna up 17-5 to East, and they've retained possession there out to Micheline, who has broken through East defence for another try.
Sarah!
And looks like that might have been a conversion there to Taruna. So it seems that Taruna have woken up a bit in this half, where they've had a bit of a scare from that try scored by East in the last half.
Good tackle, Katie.
And we now have Taruna the lead 24-5. East with possession again. See if they can just retain that possession. Scrum, knock on, feed to Taruna. Georgia Stewart, the Taruna halfback, will feed the ball in. And she has an exceptionally speedy receiving crew there with Mish Antonia and Georgia Sayers. And she's out. Mish. Out to Antonia. And out to Georgia. Who's being taken down towards the sideline, but not quite.
Same again, legs.
And through
Take the ball up,
Antonia, brought down. And Taruna retain possession again. Out, ball goes backwards. They recover, nope. No, ref says ball goes forwards.
Taylor.
So it's will be a scrum, but we have an East player down by the looks of things. Hopefully this is nothing serious.
Look at that fresh salad on.
So it looks like there'll be a sub for Easts now with a player coming off, but she's walking off, so that's a good sign. Hopefully nothing serious there.
You've been sin binned. That's the naughty chair. Just so as you know, I'm telling everybody on this side to wear a vest, so I know you're just sitting here not doing anything, but
Right.
if somebody says anything, just slowly slink
Slide back.
backwards. Yes.
I will. Okay, so the Easts have retained possession. Nope. Ref stop play. And looks like there must have been a knock on there from Easts. And the penalty to Taruna. It's Emily Pregnell. Oh, back to Grace Boxall, but ball went forward and we'll play advantage to Easts at the time being. We'll see how long this goes for. Easts have retained possession, ball went backwards. Unfortunately, they've lost their fast running sides, so they're going to have to do this the hard way. Just hit it up, make ground as they can. Oh, ball stolen by Mish and she'll be off, and they're unlikely to stop her now. Exceptional player, and she will score right under the bars and most likely take the kick as well. I would say must be very, very close to full time in this game, in which Easts have really brought it up to Taruna as usual. The scoreline just doesn't really show how well they've played. Oh, Mish hits the crossbar, so there's no conversion. So that will be end of this game with a win to Taruna of must be about 29 to 5.
He's a break now, isn't he? You've got a break, sir.
Of the women's sevens finals. Burnie Emus in the navy and red against the Hobart Harlequins in the blue and maroon. Emus take the kick off. Great kick. Picked up, I hope, yes, picked up by Winona Conway, captain for the Harlequins. So this is first on the ladder in the Harlequins versus fourth in Burnie, and this is an elimination final. So winner of this game will go into the grand final, And the loser will go into the second division final. And that is Mesa Albert for the Queens. Over the line for try, having been chased down exceptionally well by Bernie, but just not quite getting there. Great run from the Bernie player there after Mesa, and the kick now to be taken by Beck Davies for the Harlequins to see if she can convert that, and no, Beck just hasn't quite got the kicking going today that she normally has. But I'm sure she'll find a groove at some point along the way. So that means it is 5 to the Harlequins, 2-0 to Bernie. And the Queens will now take the kick. And here comes Beck Davies to take the kick. It's definitely gone 10. Oh, difficult bounce there for the Bernie girls. Should give the Queens time to get up. Tackled by Fiona Anderson. They got the offload, going for a run. Fiona exceptionally fast. Offload there. Tackle, ball gone backwards. Picked up by Bernie again. Tackled again by Fiona Anderson. She's really into it today. And big fend off by Bernie. And over to the wing. But ball went forward. Full pass, scrum to the Harlequins. So, Harlequins scrum, Lydia Attrell, Beck Davies, Fiona Anderson, feeding by the halfback Finale Roberts, vice captain. And centering the Bernie scrum will be their captain Claire Whiteway. And they retrieved the ball, but tackled and retained possession to the Harlequins. Switch pass through to Mesa Albert. Fend, pop off to Winona Conway. Exceptionally fast. Winona had a season playing halfback for the Melbourne Rebels women's team and has really benefited from that level of competition. And Beck Davies to take the kick again here. And this time she's straight and true. And that's a converted kick to Beck Davies. So that puts the Harlequins 12 to Bernie's 0. And a sub with Becca Escobar coming on. Long-time player returning from having her second child. Oh, and spill. Bernie lost the ball. Picked up by the Harlequins, who will retain possession. Yes. Out to Winona Conway again. Finale Roberts. Winona. She's got Lydia Attrell on her outside, but she's unlikely to need her. So she will go through again for third try for the Queens. Great work to Winona. And Becky's found her kicking boots. So conversion to Beck Davies, which will take the Queens out to 17-0. As the rain starts to come down here at Rugby Park. And Lydia Catcher going for a run there to score 4th try for the Queens.
Good pressure in the middle.
And oh, just skimmed the side of the post to not quite make the conversion there for Beck Davies. Rain's getting a little heavier here. And the Queens will now go up to 24 to nil in the first half of this elimination final. Taken there by Claire Whiteway for Bernie Emus, and great run there by their number 2, one of their Tamar players. You may hear their contingent in the background singing and calling out. And another one, she's going to make a run for it. Can Winona Conway catch her? Oh, shame she shouldn't have stopped running. Bernie players everywhere here trying to pick the ball up. Oh, tackled on the line by Finale Roberts, who has stolen the ball. And it's out to Winona Conway, out to Fiona Anderson. Popped up to Winona Conway again. Oh, who has lost possession as the ball starts to get wet and slippery. Knock on, and it's half time. Just don't take a photo of me with this. Okay, we're back to resume play in the second half of this elimination final between the Harlequins and the Burnie Emus. Harlequins up 24-0 against Burnie, and looks like Lydia Atchell's about to go through. Does she score? Yes, she does. She manages to get the ball down. And she may even take this kick herself, I'm not sure. Will she give it off to Beck Davies or will she take it herself? Nope, she'll give it to Beck. And no conversion, so scores go out to 29-0 to the Harlequins. Taken by Claire Whiteway. It's obviously starting to get a little bit slippery out there. Ball spills. Taken down by Bernie. Push through from the Harlequins, but Bernie have retained possession. Out again to Claire. Strong hands. Out there, back again. Switch. Out to the wing. Oh, great tackle by Misa Albert there. And a pick up by Georgia Sproul, who's out. So we'll take a scrum rather than a line out. Action. Let's spin knock on a bit earlier, I think. And it is a Quins scrum there. No, and tackled too soon by the Bernie player. So it's a penalty to Queens. Bernie halfback, which is a little bit too quick round out of the scrum. And retain possession to the Queens. It's a bit tricky now as this ball gets more and more slippery. But there goes Misa Albert. As soon as she gets her hands on the ball, she gets a grin in her face. And off she goes, like a Labrador that's just stolen dinner off the table. And the Queens are now going to substitute Lydia Attrell for Savannah Andreessen. Then we have Georgia subbing off for her sister, Isabella. This is Izzy's first time on today, along with Savannah. Izzy's back for a few weeks off with injury. Bernie having some difficulty picking up the ball. It's stopped by Quins players. Through. Queens have got to watch those high tackles. Penalised in the first game for that. Oh, high.
Let's go.
It's hard when you're a shorter player. You tend to a little high over the shoulders, which is not allowed. So Queen's keeping the pressure on Bernie. There's calls of high tackle. And down, a penalty to Harlequins. Savannah with the ball, she'll push through. Oops, she lost it. Knock on, scrum to Bernie. Clear Whiteway coming off for a rest here.
I'm not going to cope with them. We need him in particular. Dropping head.
Great tackles. Misa Albert in. Great strong play there. Oh, ball's gone backwards. Oh, and a kick. Not often we see that. Kick by Bernie, picked up by Queens. Bernie managed to make some ground though and make the Queens work that much harder to get back down to their own scoring line. Big fend from Misa Albert. Isabella Sproul going with her in case she gets into trouble. Great supportive play there from Izzy and score by Misa as the rain really comes down. And Claire Whiteway motivating her players to put the work in. And Josie Picaro to come on for the Queens. And that's full time. Final score 43-0. Queens dominating that match. So they're now through to the grand final. So our first grand final team is decided. The Harlequins will play.
No fun allowed.
You can enjoy when you've won.
Do you reckon they do the ladder?
Okay, our next aligned Taruna and University rugby teams which we've all nicknamed Taruna. So they're playing in the university colours under the name of Taruna officially, and players combined from both teams. Kick-off taken by the Vixens in the orange and teal, and picked up by Taruna in the black, red and orange. And the Vixens have possession. Emily Pregnall trying desperately to take possession there. Vixens maintaining. The ball's going to get slippery, the ground's going to get slippery, and the Vixens are making a run for the try line. Did they make it? No. Been held up. So also we'll have a line out. Or scrum. Scrum. Don't see line-outs very often in sevens. Mind you, last time I said that, we had heaps of them. Scrum, Taruna feed. Nope, scrum's been called back up again. Taruna maintained possession right on the Vixens line, and Micheline is off, but she is being run down by another one of her fellow Aeons competitors. Oh, almost got her, but not quite, and she's safely through. Managed to skip out of that ankle tap and through for a try. Straight underneath, which helps the Taruna kicker somewhat, who just manages to loop the ball over for a converted try. So, first score of the day, converted try, 7 points to Taruna. Rain's coming down really heavily now here in Hobart Rugby Park in this elimination final. So the winner of this game will go on to play the Harlequins in the grand final, and the loser will play Burnie in the second final for the plate. Uni have possession. Emily Pregnall pushing through there. Back out to Mish. She's Grace Boxer behind her. She's going to run wide. She's Georgia Sayers. Georgia, another very talented sevens player, playing in the Aeons competition in Queensland. To Vivi Hokkinen, another very, very talented player. Aeons, played Aeons for UTAS. The Vixens really digging in here. Emily going to try and force herself over the line, doesn't quite make it. VV will have another go. And seems been held up. No, over and out. I think that was Vivi Hokkinen over the try in the corner. Making the conversion somewhat difficult. Unsuccessful conversion, so that will take Taruna up to 15. 8-0. No, 12-0. Sorry, pardon. Converted the first try. 2 tries, 1 converted, 1 not. Oh, uni kick. Not sure that it went 10 metres. And it's a penalty to the Vixens. Taken by Rhiannon James. Very experienced player. And through. Both of these teams have some really fast, talented, skillful young players. Penalty now to Taruna, taken by Vivi Hokkanen, out to Micheline. Grace Boxall. Oh, she's dropped the ball. Oh, picked up by Lauren Cooper. Now grounded. No, knock on by the Vixens. There'll be a scrum. No, it's a Vixens feed, so it clearly wasn't their knock on. Lauren Cooper is the Vixens halfback with the ball. She'll feed it in. Another exceptionally talented sevens player. Captain of the last UTAS Aeons team, back when there was one in Tasmania. And the ball's out, it's gone backwards, Vixens grab it. Great work. Out to Lauren. Oh, a little high there. She's fought it down. Through, ball spills. Vixens, scrappy, messy bit of play. Here the Vixens just can't seem to get through. Clearing out there, Lauren Cooper. Penalty, and she's taken it and gone. Benefit of being an experienced player who understands the rules, able to pick up the ball and just go on their penalty. Lauren again, through, defend. Oh, she's lost possession, not forward, and half-time. It's a half-time score of 12-0 to Taruna in what's a fairly scrappy game so far. Yep. And scoring and commentating and yeah. So back to the second half of this game against Taruna and the Vixens, with Taruna up 12-0 and a scrum with Taruna feeding. To Vivi Hokkanen, out to Grace Boxall, out on the wing, big fend there as she heads down the line. Oh, it takes two of them to bring her down. She's down, but Vivi's retained possession of the ball for Taruna. So close to their line. And Mitch grounds the ball on the other side of the field. Awesome play there by the Taruna speedsters. Okay, so Uni now taking the kickoff. Taruna leading 17-0 in this elimination final against the Vixens. And the ball spills out. It's a knock-on scrum. There's a quick substitution there for Taruna. Taruna feeding the scrum. And they're off again. Micheline off for a run. She's been chased down, but I doubt they'll catch her. Oh, just nope, she's over for a try. Vixens have now got possession of the ball. They're down 22-0 in the second half. It's a long way back for them. Lauren Cooper again in the mix there. Out onto the wing and they go for a run, but danger here in the form of Georgia Sayer behind her. Micheline running up towards her, but no, she's going to get across. Excellent work there from the Vixens player for their first score. She managed to get it under the post, make it a bit easier for the kicker, so they may just get this one, but there can't be much time left in the game, so it may be this is the last score, they may restart once more. But so 22-7, that's the end of the game. So the grand final will be between Taruna and the Harlequins, and the Vixens and the Burnie Emus will play off for the plate. Sorry, I'm back. Do you want me just to grab that out? Hello? Why? It's been back. Oh. Are you going to wait till after the grand final?
Do a Hutchins play.
Okay. Okay. No worries. All right. Okay, we're back here at Rugby Park for the final game to determine the plate or third and fourth position in the finals. And contesting this game are the Tamar Valley Vixens, who have possession of the ball at the moment in the teal and orange, against the Burnie Emus in the navy and red. Penalty here to the Burnie Emus. Looks like an injury from the Vixens caused potentially by their own player. So Burnie now have possession, pushing forward to their line and trying to find a gap here. It looks like they've found it. Yes, got the ball over the line for first score of the game to the Burnie Emus. So on the season ladder, this is third v fourth, and as it's turned out, third v fourth today. So the Tamar Valley Vixens finished third on the ladder, Burnie Emus finished fourth, and in the season, convert a try. So we'll now play to determine who finishes third and fourth in the finals for this year and takes out the plate for third position. So scores now 7 to the Burnie Emus, 0 to the Vixens. Burnie to kick off.
Move! Move! Come wider, Zoe, come wider!
Vixens retain possession to Rhiannon James. Back to Nicola de Sautoy. Burnie trying to steal, but Vixens retaining, Rhiannon holding on. Burnie tried to steal, but weren't able to. Vixens holding on, and it's gone backwards. Tackled by Claire Whiteway, but Burnie have again retained, Vixens retain possession, but nope, we have an injury to Rhiannon James, I think. And she'll be devastated if she can not take part in any more of this game. Hopefully this is not a serious injury to Rhiannon. Looks like she might be a little winded. She's in a bit of pain, but she's walking off. So hopefully this is something she can fix with a bit of a rest. Intensive physical player, Rhiannon. Fabulous 15s player as well. And hopefully she'll recover quickly from this. Scrum with the feed to the Vixens. Vixens were last year's premiers and will be no doubt keen to cement third place in today's competition. Vixens retain possession, out to Lauren Cooper, back out again onto the wing and going for a run. It looks like she's made a break and I think she's going to maintain that despite some very intense running by the Emus, and yes, we'll get that ball down. So excellent running there by the Vixens winger. Sorry, I don't know your name. She's had a great season this year. And handing the ball over to Lauren Cooper to take the kick. And it's through for a conversion. Kicks for conversions are also drop kicks in sevens, so unlike the 15s where they kick from the ground. So scores locked up to one converted try each. It should be a really good close game between these two teams. Oh, almost taken there by Claire Whiteway. Went backwards, hotly contested, and the Vixens have landed on it, but no, knock on. And it will be a scrum with a feed to the Vixens. Oh, Bernie have done very well to try and grab that. No, it's been called as another scrum, again with a Vixens feed. Very quick, these seven scrums, and out. Oh, tackled very quickly by the Bernie halfback. Lauren Cooper brought down, ball goes back, safely picked up by the Vixens and stolen by the Emus. Can they capitalise on this? Nope. It's a scrum with feed to Bernie this time. And Bernie have retained possession of that. Out onto the wing. Oh, pass back. Not picked up. Shame. Great sneaky pass over the shoulder. Just lost position. Picked up by the Vixens. Oh, ball not free. That'll be a penalty each way and ultimately to the Vixens. So they'll take this, Bernie back 10, and the Vixens will kick and run. Lauren Cooper there, she gets the ball out and back out to Lauren again. Great switch there. Through, oh, ball's come free, picked up by Bernie. No, it's another knock on. And half-time, I think he's just called half-time. So, scores are all locked up at half-time. 7-all, low-scoring game. Very fair and even.
Seven minutes of rugby. And there's 7 on the pitch. A coincidence? I think
I'm going to fly away. And we're back for the start of the second half of this final between Bernie Emus and the Tamar Valley Vixens, and Bernie are off for a run. They've shaken off that tackle and scored straight off the mark and straight under the posts. Excellent run. Bernie are up and about. So beside of the half, the team's level, 7-0, and Bernie have jumped out of the starters blocks and made a run for it, despite their tent almost being blown away at the same time. And a conversion. So Bernie 14, Vixens 7.
Quick, come on, back. Make sure you push him, don't get caught out here, remember? Don't get caught out here, you get in there. Push now.
Okay, so kick off by Bernie. Yes, just went 10. Picked up by the Vixens. Lauren Cooper going offend, taken down. And oh, great. Oh, and she's off. Now, she'll be hard to mow down now. Here comes the Bernie player across. Just not enough room. And Lauren's going to go right in under the posts. It is try for try here in this final at the moment for third and fourth place. And Lauren's now going to come out and take that, and we have Rhiannon James taking the field again, which is fantastic. Rhiannon came off injured in the first half, but she's back on now, so that's fabulous. And the ball goes wide, so no conversion, which leaves the Bernie Emus still up by 2 points. And it's amazing how handy those couple of points can be in a close game.
Put it behind you, let's go.
So Vixens now with the kick. Great kick. Picked up ultimately by the Bernie player. He's not quite sure which way to go. Backwards and forwards.
Come on, move.
Oh, she needs to keep retain possession of that ball. Almost lost it. She did lose it. So knock on. Lost it forward. It will be a scrum to the Vixens. These two teams both have very strong forward packs. Vixens have retained that. Oh, great. Taken down by Becca Escobar, the halfback for Bernie. And Lauren Cooper comes out of it. Rolls away, possession of the ball. Ooh! It was a ponytail pull, which is a yellow card for Bernie. So they will see. They'll see Bernie down, one player down for a few minutes. Automatic yellow card in women's rugby to pull a player by the hair. Ooh, and we had a push in the back. And a penalty. Things are getting a little bit willing here. Bernie girls have got to get back. It's getting quite rough. So we have a scrum with a feed to the Vixens. Looks like we've had a few plays here, and now scrum with a feed to the Vixens. Bernie is still one player down at this point. And a big fend there from the Vixens player and push through. And oh, Bernie misjudged that one. And they're going to go through for the try. Which is going to result in the Vixens going up at least 3 points on Bernie.
Come on, girls! Big push! Big push!
Cassie, it should go on. Okay, the Bernie player is now back on.
Push across!
So they're back up to 5 players again. And there's probably only a play left
Stay there, Nick!
in this game.
Go back, David!
That must have been a converted try, I missed that, sorry. So that puts the Vixens 5 points, 1 try up. So can Bernie, in the dying minutes of this game, do something here? It's a great kick for the Vixens. Push Bernie right back deep into their defensive area. Ball's out to Bernie. Vixens trying desperately to steal the ball. Defender off her feet. Penalty to Bernie. I'm not convinced the Vixens will back 10, but Bernie made a decision to go, so they wear that. Ball stolen. No, it's come back to where advantage was played in the first place. Another penalty, and Bernie, you're out. You've got to be down to close to the last play of the game, I think. And the Bernie player is pushing through. Can she make it? No, ball, they've lost the ball. Oh, that would have been a certain try if she could have retained possession. Bernie taking the ball. And Bernie now gets possession back with a penalty. Chance to even up the score here. She's got to go for a run. And she's going to get through. And Bernie will score. So that will even up the scores here. And if they kick this conversion, I think Bernie will take the game. So we'll just wait and see what happens with this kick. And she's kicked it. So it looks like Bernie will take this game. Bernie have taken the game by 2 points. Bernie 21 to the Vixens 19. And that puts Bernie Emus, very happy team, in third place and winning the plate. Congratulations to the Bernie Emus. Last match of the day, the grand final between the Hobart Harlequins and the combined Taruna University team. So this is first place, second, both in the finals and in terms of the ladder. Harlequins finished top of the ladder with the Taruna team finishing second. Should be a very close game between these two teams. Ooh, slippery ball, went backwards, picked up by the Harlequins, retained possession. John Anderson out to Misa Albert, protecting the ball. Held on to it by Fiona Anderson. She's down, protecting the ball there, Harlequins. Misa Albert again, Misa trying to break through, brought down. Again, protecting, ball out. And ball taken by Fiona Roberts, she's been brought down. And she's off again. Finn out to Winona Conway perhaps. Out to Georgia Sproul on the wing. Back to Winona. Taken down. Penalty to Taruna. Queen's back. Kick, and they've kicked it out almost back to the halfway line, so should be a line out from here. Taruna clearly trying to get the ball away from Queen's try line. Will fit in. Oh, and almost retrieved by the Queens. Down. Over the line again. And that will be a Queens feed into the line out. Unitol being told to get back. Ball out. Down. Georgia Stewart brought down by Lydia Attrell. Micheline out with the ball. Through to Emily Pregnell. Brought down again. Uni retaining possession of the ball. And a penalty to the Queens. Taking the ball out. Winona Conway brought down. Mr. Albert. Ball's out to Lydia Attrell. Oh no, here's Misa now. Misa looking to get through. Penalty to the Harlequins again. And no, bring it back. Shooting the ball there as the rain comes down quite heavily, taken by Misa Albert out to Fiona Anderson on the wing. Big fend off, and she's going for a run, and she'll run for the try line. Will she make it? She is being held up on the line. Ball through, and Misa Albert will safely, hopefully take that across. Yes, for a try. So first try goes to the Harlequins. And let's see if Beck Davies can, in the driving rain, get this one across for a conversion. Micheline seems to be coming off with a sore ankle, and that was wide. So that's Harlequins 5 to Taruna 0. And Queens will now take the kick-off. In this half. Beck Davies. Grounded. No, Uni have picked it up.
Yeah, she had something cracking on her feet, but it just happened.
Vivi Hokkinen for Taruna, over to Emily Pregnall. Down. And ball out and backwards. Brought to ground by the Queens. Uni retain possession again, across to Georgia Stewart. She's been brought down. Vivi Hokkinen again, out on the wing here. Ooh, shit. High, and that'll be yellow to Beck Davies. We've had a few yellow cards here today for high tackles, so that puts the Queens down to 6 players and a line out. Very close to the Taruna scoring end. And a try scored by Taruna to even up the scoreline. So we'll see whether or not they manage to convert this try. And converted. So Taruna will go 2 points up. At half-time. Second half, with Taruna up by 2 points. And Beck Davies will be able to rejoin the Queens in 40 seconds. Mesa Albert taking the kick that time for Taruna. Good kick, deep, pushing them deep back. And Emily Pregnall with the ball off to Georgia Stewart. Broke 3 of the tackle. She's down this time. Ball out. It must be almost time for Rebecca Davies to rejoin. Okay, Beck Davies has now rejoined the Queens. So a full complement of players as they feed into the scrum. And the ball's gone back, taken by Mesa Albert. She's taken down, forward, ball out to Fiona Anderson. She fends off, she's brought down, ball protected, and out to Beck Davies. Back, Georgia Sproul will ground the ball. We're backwards. Out by Mesa Albert to Winona Conway. She pushes through. Taken by Vivi Hokkinen. Held up in her feet. Interesting tactic. And brought down by Mesa Albert. So retain possession. Emily Pregnall through. Ball out. Georgia Sayers. Out to Vivi Hokkinen. Brought down by Finau Roberts. Out, down, again. Possession retained. And out to Georgia Stewart. Safe arms of Mesa Albert. And brought down, ball held up. Push back. And again, push backwards, down and out. Penalty. What's Georgia out here on the wing? What's Georgia?
Keep up! That's it, Finn!
Good girl, Finn!
Ball out. Winona Conway will attempt to bring her down and prevent her from getting the ball down. Held up. Again brought down. Some fierce tackling here by the Queens. They've taken possession of the ball in a penalty and they'll kick it out, force a line out.
Get in front of her, Viv! Go, Fiona! Get in front of her! Not straight, get in front of her! Go, mate!
That's to Fiona Anderson, who's dropped the ball. Collected, knocked on, scrum. Scrum with a uni feed.
Big scrum, Queens!
Come on, girls, let's go! Come on! Make them step up! Go, Queens! Get on your passes!
Good scrum!
Get on!
I have to think next score might win this game. So Queens will be desperate to prevent a score here and try and get possession of the ball back from Taruna. Down. Again, can they steal the ball? Yes, Winona Conway has stolen the ball. And Fiona Anderson is off, brought down by Georgia Sayers. In there is Mesa Albert. With the ball. Mesa's got the ball.
Can we get water out, sir?
What's happening? here. Oh, player down. I think the clock has stopped. Well, there's a uni player down receiving some treatment. Harlequins will have possession when play resumes. Close game, 5-7 to Taruna. That player's being helped off the ground there by
about a minute and a half, mate. Come on, Stewie, go, mate! Go,
Not really quite sure what's happening here with the conversation between the ref and the Harlequins players. And we're restarting. Queens with retaining possession, put down. Lena Conway out to Misa Albert. She pushes through. Big fend there. Tree, Fiona Anderson through. Just the Harlequins have got to retain possession of the ball. Out to Lydia Attrell. Out to Misa Albert. Lydia again. Play the ball. It's a scrum. Full time. 5-7. Taruna win.